graceful step, Michael Jordan furthers the notion that he is his sport's preeminent superstar. And now he looks to stroll even deeper into the record books. One obstacle stands between the Prince of Midair and basketball history. Jordan's career has been filled with celebrations since he first stepped on the national stage. An NCAA championship as a freshman, 2 Olympic gold medals, a 3-time NBA MVP, and back-to-back world championships. Charles Barkley's journey to this confrontation has been more difficult. Misunderstood as a 300-pound college freshman, Barkley's burning desire to win wore him down in Philadelphia as a pro. But last summer's Dream Team gold and trade rekindled his spirit, and he followed it up by winning the MVP his first season in Phoenix. Barkley knows that winning an NBA championship stands between him and the legends of his time. While Jordan knows a 3rd consecutive title puts him amongst the legends of all time. From the America West Arena, it's Game 1 of the 1993 NBA Finals, the Chicago Bulls and the Phoenix Suns. Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen start for the 2-time defending champs up front. With Bill Cartwright, Jordan is paired with B.J. Armstrong. The Suns open with Barkley, rookie Richard Dumas, and Mark West on the front line, with the explosive Kevin Johnson and Thunder Dan Marley at guard. Phil Jackson's at the helm for the Bulls. And Paul Westphal is in charge on the Suns bench. As play gets underway, Michael Jordan deflects a pass, and the ball scooped up by Scottie Pippen. He takes it the length of the floor for the game's first bucket. Barkley backs in on Horace Grant and hits Mark West on a backdoor cut for the crank. The Bulls show patience in their half-court offense and find Armstrong in the corner for 3. Kevin Johnson breaks down B.J. with a crossover move high on the left side, and then dashes into the lane to loft a lefty finger roll. But Jordan pushes the ball up the floor. Grant's at the receiving end for a layup and a foul that puts the Bulls on top early by half a dozen. Oliver Miller hits Dumas right of the circle, and he flings up a wild shot. Barkley grabs the loose ball from mid-flight and drops it in the hole for 2. Horace Grant's off the mark with his 14-footer, and it gives the Suns a chance to run. First, KJ splits 2 defenders in the backcourt, and then he sprints between the remaining 3 to scoop in another pair for Phoenix. Jordan's jumper's short, and the rebound's grabbed by West. Cartwright's lurking and snatches the outlet for a jump hook, opening the lead to 8 and giving Westphal a reason for concern. Armstrong's left all alone on the right, but misses from 17. But Barkley and Dumas can't contain the carom, and Pippen gets control. He zips a pass to B.J., who takes it all the way to the front of the rim. Nothing's going the Suns' way. The Dumas flip rolls off the rim and is corralled by Jordan. He accelerates the tempo and sends Grant in for a deuce that puts the Bulls up by 10. Chicago is out-hustling the home team. As the period draws to a close, Jordan steps behind a Grant screen and knocks down a jumper. While the opening of the series has been relatively quiet for the 2 superstars, with both slumping from the field, the Bulls have charged to a 14-point advantage. The second quarter of play starts as the previous one finished. Michael drains a jumper from the right wing to swell the lead. Horace Grant gets the ball at the top of the arc and holds it while the Bulls run their patterns. Scott Williams slips behind the defense and banks in 2 off the glass. Pippen takes advantage of a mismatch with KJ and whips a dish to Williams on the baseline again. This hoop has the Bulls up by 20, and Paul Westphal's very concerned about a blowout. The Suns begin to slowly creep back via a fine look by rookie Oliver Miller to Barkley in the paint. Jordan is stripped by Dumas in transition, and Johnson recovers. KJ forces the issue up the middle before shoveling left to Barkley. Charles sends Miller in for a right-hand flush, cutting the Bulls' lead to 14. This combo's hot, so the Suns stay with it. Sir Charles finds Miller ahead of the pack, and Oliver powers home the finish, getting Phoenix a little closer. 45 feet from the basket, Jordan's not to be denied. He bolts past Marley and soars to the goal, closing out the first half of scoring. The Bulls head to their lockers, still holding a commanding 11-point lead. Scottie Pippen was 7 of 10 in the first half and has rung up 14 points for the cause as the Bulls outshot the Suns by a wide margin from the floor. While the rebounding's been even, the Suns got an unexpected major contribution from Richard Dumas as he collected 12 points and 5 rebounds. Now let's join Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, and Magic Johnson for the call of the second half.
Chicago led by as many as 20. The Suns with a 15-6 run to end the half. 41 points, the lowest scoring first half of the playoffs for Phoenix. As you check out the leading scorers, Scottie Pippen at 14, Horace Grant 11, Michael Jordan with 10, Richard Dumas, the only Sun in double figures with 12, Charles Barkley in 24 minutes, 4 of 13, only 8 points. Jordan and Armstrong at the guards, Cartwright, Pippen, and Grant up front as we get started in the third quarter. Shot clock down at 3. And Pippen has to fling it. So the ball goes back to Phoenix.
One of the weapons that have been missing so far in the first half, the three-point shot. During the playoffs, Phoenix has averaged 12 shots a game from the three-point line and made 4 of them. Tonight, 0 for 3. During the regular season, Phoenix is the 3rd best three-point shooting team in the NBA. They're first in three-pointers attempted, almost 13.5 a game, and first in three-pointers made. So that's a big weapon that's missing. That's why they only have 41 points right now.
And here's Barkley again. Bulls lead 52-43. The Suns hit 398 three-point field goals during the regular season. An NBA record foul called on Barkley. That is his first. Look at the rundown here. Dan Marley during the playoffs, 37 for 98, turning it after the slow start. Danny Ainge, 25 for 68. Ainge did not shoot well at all during the series against Seattle at 36% for that series. Here's a three-point attempt by Armstrong. And back come the Suns. Emmett Johnson being played by Scottie Pippen on a switch. They isolate for Barkley. Grant going for the steal. Foul call. It counts. The basket counts. And the foul charge to Horace Grant.
If you want to know, if you're a Phoenix Suns fan, why the Phoenix Suns are still in this game is because of 10 offensive rebounds. Now, remember, the Chicago Bulls are not double-teaming Charles Barkley, so you can see what happens when you don't double-team him. Horace Grant has been doing an excellent job up until then on that shot there.
Barkley, a 76% free throw shooter during the regular season, his best ever in the league, and he was way off on that attempt.
Barkley has 16 shot attempts, Magic, already in this basketball game. That's a lot of shots.
Phoenix has moved within 7 off a 19-6 run to get back into it. Cartwright operating against West. Grant had it knocked away. It'll be Chicago ball with only 1 remaining. 1 second left on the 24. Pippen will inbound. Jordan. Grant with the rebound. Armstrong, yes. B.J. Armstrong with 9 points.
Paul Westphal is going crazy. He tried to get the inbound. The man who was inbound to pass a double team, Michael Jordan, and the man did not do that. Then Michael Jordan comes down on this end and causes Dan Marley to travel. But Paul Westphal is just going crazy because Michael Jordan was able to get that ball and they scored because of that.
Jordan got off a pretty good shot under the desperate conditions, and then it led to the offensive rebound and to the score by B.J. Armstrong. Bulls lead by 9. Armstrong for 3. So B.J. Armstrong with his second from downtown. The Bulls have a 12-point lead.
The weapon that Phoenix used so often during the season and the playoffs, coming back at him now. Three-pointer by Chicago.
Barkley backing in.